Good evening. Coming up in Mello TV Evening News, Prime Minister says budget for Cornwall Regional Hospital Rehabilitation Project could increase. Decomposing body of teenage girl found in Canefield in Hanover. And father stabs his teenage daughter to death. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the current $14.1 billion budget to rehabilitate the Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James could increase due to global inflation and other variables. The Prime Minister made the disclosure at a walkthrough of the hospital's premises over the weekend. Prime Minister Holness promised that the work will be completed in 2025, but admitted that there are factors beyond his control, such as global inflation and 90% of the equipment and technology being imported. Mr. Holness also noted that the faster the project moves, the better the prices will be, and the longer the project takes, the more expensive they will become. The Cornwall Regional Hospital Restoration Project, triggered by a noxious fumes issue, came to crisis level in 2017 and exposed other structural issues due to poor maintenance over the past 25 years. Other variables such as climate change will also have an impact. The National Housing Trust, the NHT, is implementing a series of changes to optimize loan processing and accessibility to mortgage financing for its contributors. These include an upgrade to the NHT online platform, a new mortgage financing model, and an expanded list of mortgage institutions through which contributors can access their loans. To date, 2 institutions have signed on to the program. The NHT has made changes to its benefits program to make it easier for contributors to access their benefits from financial institutions that have not signed on to the EFMP. These changes include referral letters for contributors who wish to access their benefits from financial institutions, a pari passu arrangements for contributors who wish to access their benefits from financial institutions, and faster processing times for loans and other housing-related products not provided by the NHT. Additionally, the NHT will continue to extend special assistance to mortgagors who are experiencing financial hardship and require assistance from the trust to maintain their accounts in good standing. Employees at the Windalco Uriton Bauxite and Alumina Company have taken strike action. This comes in response to a breakdown of negotiation between the Workers' Union, UCASE, and UC Rosal, which operates Windalco. According to reports, a back-to-work order was issued by the Industrial Disputes Tribunal. However, UCASE claimed there was no such directive from the IDT. And Mello TV will continue to track this developing story and provide updates in subsequent newscasts. Detectives assigned to the Major Investigations Division are investigating the circumstances surrounding the shooting death of 2 men and the injuring of 4 others in Darla District in Mucko, Clarendon on Saturday, April 1. Dead are 37-year-old Irvin Wright, a construction worker, and 24-year-old Jason Lewin, who is also a construction worker, both of Darla District in Mucko, Clarendon. Reports are that at about 9 p.m., a group of men were at a shop having drinks when a white Toyota Probox motorcar drove up and 2 men armed with handguns exited the vehicle. One of the men entered the shop and opened fire at the men. The police were summoned, and on their arrival, all 6 persons were taken to hospital where Wright and Lewin were pronounced dead. The 4 other men were admitted for treatment. 1 man is said to be in critical condition. The police are asking persons who may be able to assist in their investigation to contact the MID at 876-758-5048, Crime Stop at 311, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Detectives assigned to the Elliston Road Police in Kingston are in search of a father who is believed to have killed his daughter during a dispute at their home on Sunday, April 2. Dead is 17-year-old Siddiqui Calvert of Barry Street, Kingston. Reports are that about 1:10 a.m., a dispute developed between the father and daughter when a knife was used to inflict a wound to Siddiqui's chest. She was taken to hospital where she died while receiving treatment. The Jamaica Constabulary Force, the JCF, is reaffirming its commitment to reducing incidents of domestic violence through educating citizens and investigating all reported cases of domestic violence. The public is being reminded that the JCF presently has 10 domestic violence intervention centers throughout the island. The JCF is also encouraging persons to report all suspected cases of domestic violence, even if they are not the victim. The Hanover Police have made an appeal to members of the public for their assistance in their investigation into the gruesome murder of an 18-year-old girl in Green Island, Hanover over the weekend. The partially decomposed body of Tecia Hall was discovered in a cane field in Marchtown, Green Island, a week after she went missing from her community. The victim's mother, Shafe Stewart, said she last spoke to her daughter on Saturday night and she informed her that she was going home.
I see my daughter at 9 p.m. on Saturday night, and then he go inside and he call my son called me on his phone and I said to me, my sister want to talk to me, so I talk to her. And she said to me, Mommy, how you reach up? And I call me. I said nothing. Then after she said, I go to my bed. Sunday, 7:15 p.m., my son called me and said, a.m. And my son called me and said, Mommy, I said, yeah, call sister. I said, why? Sister not coming in. I said, why sister not coming in? He leave him and he sneeze in the house to sleep. After that, I call her, I can't get her phone.
When you reported to the police?
Sunday.
So today you are there on a search same way?
Yeah.
What is your daughter's name?
Tecia Hall.
And how old is she?
18 years old.
She normally went away and don't contact no family member?
Yeah.
She normally go away and not tell nobody where she going?
Right, she already do that. This is the 4th time.
A team of officers assigned to the St. Andrews South Division seized 1 submachine gun and 2 rounds of ammunition during an operation on Belvedere Road, Kingston 20 on Sunday, April 2. 1 man was taken into custody in relation to this seizure. Reports from the Duhaney Park Police are that about 2 p.m., lawmen were in the area when they saw a man sitting on the roadway whose action aroused their suspicion. He was accosted, searched, and a Uzi submachine gun with a magazine containing 2 9mm rounds of ammunition was taken from inside a bag he was carrying. He was subsequently taken into custody. However, his identity is being withheld pending further investigation. An Ananda alert has been activated for 14-year-old Avina Campbell, otherwise called Abby or Chin, of Duncan Spence Spanish Town, St. Catherine, who has been missing since Wednesday, March 22, 2023. She's of brown complexion, slim build, and about 162 centimeters or 5 feet 4 inches tall. Reports from the Spanish Town Police are that around 5 a.m., Avina was last seen at her home dressed in a white t-shirt, blue jeans, and a pair of white slippers. She has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Avina Campbell is being asked to contact the Spanish Town Police at 876-984-2305, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has announced an additional $70 million of investment for upgrading and modernization of the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James. This investment is intended to update the facilities and improve the capacity of its services for locals and foreigners. Approximately 70% of visitors to Jamaica come through the airport, making it a major doorway into Jamaica.
So far, I'm satisfied with the progress being made here. I toured this works last year, and my understanding is that the work is proceeding according to schedule and in fact is likely to finish under budget, which is a good report to make to the public. This is a massive investment in Jamaica's travel infrastructure. The investment involves $70 million of infrastructure work on the runway itself and on the supporting civil infrastructure for the runway. including relocation of roads, putting in new utilities, underground utilities at that, which have more resilience, including supporting and protecting the shoreline, because the runway is close to the airline, extending the runway for about 400 meters, which would also include an extension of the safety zone. This increases the capability of the Sangster International Airport.
Mr. Holness also noted that these new and existing investments in the airport bode well for Jamaica's tourism product.
We can now get larger aircraft with more passengers, can take more cargo, but the real benefit is that we are now open to other destinations which are further away from Jamaica, which increases our possibilities for tourism. Now, the average person in St. James and the wider Jamaica looking on at this might be saying, how does this benefit me? What does this have to do with me? I may not travel, I don't use the airport. This is all for tourists. Well, not quite. The benefit is mainly 90% for the Jamaican people. When we are able to open our country to other destinations, it increases our visitor potential, which increases our earnings from tourism, which increases our revenues, which means that the government can spend more on the things that matter to you: education, health, the road in your community, and your water supply. There is no other way for us to bring economic development, social development, and infrastructure development to your doorstep other than to invest in the economy, the infrastructure of our country.
And those are the stories making the news this evening. Thank you for tuning in to Mello TV Evening News. I'm Nicole Hales. Stay safe and thanks for watching.